Welcome to Let's Play Top Gear GT Championship Part 5. And it's time for Round 5 of the first season of Championship Mode. We're going to the Central Park Mine Circuit. Interestingly enough, the game didn't add any more ballast to my car. Still at 80 kilograms. I think they would add more, but apparently not. So, this is, for me, the most difficult track in this game. I'm very bad at this track, so there's no guarantee that I'll actually win this race. But this actually hosted the finale of the 2001 Super GT or JGTC season. But in this game, it's the penultimate round, so off we go at the mine circuit for 3 laps. Ooh, oh boy, Preza. Some issues there down the front straight, and I was in the wrong lane to deal with it, so go me. But yeah, this is a pretty difficult track. Like I said, to me, this is the most difficult track in this game. Especially when, you know, add that to my already large struggles with overtaking in this game, and it just seems to be magnified at this track. Plus, you know, just me going off track in general. And that's also a thing that happens quite often here. Especially on the exit of this hairpin. Because I always misjudge, like, that left-hander that comes immediately afterwards for some reason. I don't know why. Usually just end up off the track on the left side. Oh no. Struggling, getting in the way of the RX-7. RX-7 continues his decline, with some thanks to me for getting in his way. Alright, lap 2. Notice there are some interesting things with, like, the mapping of this track. So you notice sometimes on the map the cars or the dots will advance through the track a lot faster than in some other parts. It's especially notable on the front straight here. Come on, try to hold 3rd place here. Yeah. I'll take a good look at that in a moment. If I can just stay on the road, that'd be awesome. So there's some slight mapping, I don't want to say glitches, I just say errors to try to keep the track shape, I guess, the same or something. I don't know. I don't know how any of this works, so don't mind me. Hey, Celica is running in 2nd. How about that? Maybe this will be the race where he gets out of the minimum points. Hell. Maybe. So anyways, here we go. Pay attention to the map on the front straight here. I notice our progress. Right about here. Yep, right there is where we kind of advance quite quickly. So, it's very strange. Of course, that's not the only place in this game that it does that. I think there's a couple other sections of other tracks that do that. I haven't paid enough attention to figure out which sections and where. Oh hey, Sylvia's leading. And Sylvia continues to lead. So I failed to overtake him. Ooh, this is going to be rough. Okay. I may just get the advantage into that little hairpin, double apex, whatever. And then block him like a piece of shit. One interesting thing to note about this game, as far as controls, are the brakes are fairly useless in this game, unless, like, the harder brakes or whatever actually slow the car down. But as far as, like, the medium tier or the default brake setup, they do not slow the car down any more than just lifting off the throttle. Or if they do, the difference is very minimal. For instance, yeah, I tapped the brake and then, well, you saw the brake lights. I touched the brake, slowed down, then I left off and lifted, and I was slowing down at the same pace. That might have been just because momentum, I don't know, but brakes in this game, at least the default setup, doesn't work, so whoops. But we take victory by only 3 seconds this time, because, like I said, this is my worst track, and the one where I'm most likely to not win. And there we go. Celica finishes 3rd, finally getting out of that minimum points hell that he was in. But he's still nowhere near of capturing 5th position. So, oops. But I have the championship clinch because there's only 1 round remaining, and I have a 2-race lead over the Sylvia in 2nd place. Impreza leapfrogs the MRS for 3rd, so the Impreza goes from 5th to 3rd in 2 races. And yeah, so still perfect points for me. Hooray. So that leaves 1 race remaining in our first season. So we shall go to our Season 1 finale in the next segment. So with that, stay tuned for more Top Gear GT.